Morning, David. Yeah, finally. It was raining most of the morning. And most of my trainers are soaking wet. I found a dry pair, but these are the ones I got a blister from, so I've adapted them a little bit. Hopefully they're okay. So I actually need to do some mileage today. It's just less than 4 kilometers yesterday. I forgot my mask and had to walk through the fields, and I was drenched, so didn't bother. Hello, Quan. Yesterday I set up the camera to film it rather than live stream it. I was talking for 20 minutes without it switched on. Pressed the button because it was on my head, I didn't check it. Schoolboy error. So the temperature's gone up again, but this morning it was really cool. Taking Will to school in a t-shirt with a cool breeze, fantastic. But now back to normal. But it's going to rain every day, and chances of it being like this on the 19th very slim. 23% of it being like this. Yeah, this adapting of my shoe I don't think is working. He's making it worse. We'll see. Trainers are still out for delivery, my new ones. I don't want to be wearing them the day before either, so it's all cutting it fine. You'd imagine wearing new shoes and it pees it down all day. That's a good mixture. A definite blister time. I mean, it doesn't matter the day after, I can recover. But if I get in them a couple of days before, it's going to make the day so much more difficult. As you well know, David, with your running. taken that out. I put that in the heel. It's too thick. I've still got it in the other one, but that's where I got the first blister. I'm hoping the trainers come tomorrow or Friday. What is it? Is it Thursday today, is it? Can't remember. I'm hoping they come by Friday. They've been out for delivery for a couple of days now. They were sat in customs, having gone through customs for 3 days before it was handed over to the delivery partner, so who knows. So I might get a full sort of week walking. Where do you live, Kwan? In the city or? Seeing a lot of this plant life around. My neighbour's just been collecting some by the pond, feed the chickens or the ducks, and further around the corner where I went walking, where I got caught by the police, they had an excavator out there and guys in boats channeling it towards it and getting it dragged out. There's tons of it coming. You see a big lump of it up here. It's all just floating down river, and what happens is where I go riding near the lotus fields, it all builds up there. There's nowhere to get through. It seems to get stuck, so it's like masses and masses of it. And they're laying some kind of pipe work down here, I think. We've got a lot of barges here. Screenshot, guys. The desktop screensaver. Hey Thomas, how you doing, mate? Oh, you're in lockdown, come on, damn it. Hi Kathy, how are you doing? Repairing the car, back from the bike shop. Proper man, Thomas. Bikes and cars. Kids are back home from school for the lunch. Come back about 10:30. So Wilming was there just before I left. But they go back at 1:30. He has his lunch 11:30, 12 o'clock. He sings for an hour in bed, and then you try to drag him out, trying to wake him up to go back to school. Bloody nightmare. Told Nat to make sure he has his lunch at 11 at least, latest 11. He sits up and plays with his teddy bears and you have to go in and tell him to lie down. Of course, it is a nightmare trying to get him awake for school. When they start doing the food at the school again, they sleep there. And we've got a full 3 day without having to go back and forth, picking him up and dropping him off. But no idea when that's going to start again. Coming up to one of my favourite buildings, the woodshed. You Aussies out there, who's heard of the wool shed? Spent many a night in that joint in Australia. Too many nights. Spent a fortune. So it's just, I'd like to get a painting done of that actually. If only I could paint or draw or whatever. Got the small little building with the caved in roof tiles. Character. Got banana trees to the right. Got some trees here. Hey! Can you come? So yeah, that'll be a nice painting, that. Are there any painters out there? If I send you a print of it, maybe you could watercolour it or paint it or whatever. So it's 11:10, set off 10:02. Would have been 25:02, but it took 15 minutes to connect my phone to the GoPro. Nightmare. I don't know how everyone else does it, but probably not with GoPros. Probably with phones and gimbals, but why buy a gimbal for a phone when I've got a stabilised GoPro? Well, I'm wasting money. Oh, there's a big dog here. Yesterday, he come nearly attack me. Big dog. It was on the lead the last time I went round. Oh, not yesterday, the other day. It was on the lead first time round. Second time round it wasn't. It come at me. Fucking bloody hell. Although dogs all around here get visits from the vet or the inoculations guy, and you've got to get your dog jabbed, so looks like they're on to that. I bet they weren't years ago, but now they are. So all the dogs in this area should have a shot. I don't know what shot. I mean, you see this? This looks like they've got like a basement. See this here? Like steps down. I don't know whether that's a... Hello? I don't know whether that's a well or just a basement of some sort. They always do that. Beep right next to you. Scare the living daylights out of you. See the locks here? They turn that to raise it up, let the water through. You see that there? Never seen it in action. Nearly 2 years I lived here. Ooh, beautiful day, guys. And I think I've added 3 gig for my phone, but it didn't show up, so I clicked it again. Yeah, I know. Looks like I've got 6 gig for 3 days. Bloody hell. Someone washing the clothes in the river. My mother-in-law makes me laugh with that. She cleans the clothes in the pond that other people clean their boots from the rice fields in. I clean my bike in there. Thanks, Kathy. Wash, wash, wash. So it was back that way. I realised yesterday I'd not brought my mask. I even saw that one on the floor. I thought, oh. So actually it's just up here. Took a right and went all the way through, but it was soaking wet, puddles, long grass. By the time I got to those bushes there, I thought, sod this, I'm not doing 10k today. So I got home and it was 3.75. So officially I was 6.25 short. So today I should be going 16.25. See how it goes. I've got it back on my head today, guys. I think it's much better, isn't it? Yeah, that fishing net, that's like a dome. That's the bamboo part, and they have a net underneath, sort of dangling down, and I think it dips in the water, and then the fish trickle over the net, and there's a spring, and it just goes whoosh and brings them all up. I'd love to see it in action. And those nets, they do have the same sound effects that I've just put up there. Honest. I brought my raincoat just in case, but doesn't look like we're gonna have a wet day. Looks okay. Nice clouds just for you, David. Oh, here we go. A million school kids coming home for their lunch. See, the older kids come home around 11:15, 11:30. Policeman. One way of getting home. You see quite a few different ingenious ways of getting home by power of motorbike when you're not on a motorbike, or you've run out of fuel on your own motorbike, with a stiff leg pushing the bike in front, not pushing, just directing, basically holding while the bike moves, taking them to the petrol station. So I've decided, guys, if you haven't seen this, I'm just going to stick to this area for the day. With what happened with the police, I don't want to be going up that way, because you never know, you get somebody upset, complains. So I'll just stick to this area here. It's a 5k walk, so there's plenty to go at. See, some kids aren't wearing masks. Some kids put them on because they saw me. Get that a few times. People in the fields even take a wide berth when they see me coming. Probably because I stink. Hello, Viet. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Always, not always. What am I talking about? Sometimes you get the giggles when you reply in English. Hey Joanne. Sounds like me, no more than 5 kilometers from the house. It's actually less. Actually, I'm allowed to go further, it's just I'm not going to bother risking it. Yeah, the social distancing doesn't seem to be enforced for kids being picked up at school. I mean, we're not actually in social distancing. Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, I think Da Nang as well, Nha Trang, places like that, they are. But I'm reading up on the news that quite a lot of foreigners have had their first jab of the vaccine in Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, even in other provinces, central regions. So they're ramping it up. They're hoping to have everyone over 18 with their first jab by the 15th of September in, I believe, Hanoi, which is good. Once you get those out of the way, start to concentrate on other provinces so we can all move around. It's just typical. The time that I could have gone to Hanoi and done all the videos that I want to do, I didn't because of one thing or another, and now I'm itching to get there. I've got loads to film. Bus routes, new tram, train stations. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hello. Simon. Yeah, bus routes, trams, new tram, train stations, 4-star, 5-star hotels, views of Hoang Kim Lake, live stream, lots of things, food, drink, landmarks. It's all there. It's all there to be filmed. Just cannot get there. So I'm hoping the channel, because the channel's died a little bit. Few subscribers here and there, but nothing that's going to transform our business. It's not the monetization of the channel that does anything for me. I think I earned $16 in August. $16. Spent more than that in domain names. Hey! Hello! Hello! Don't crash. I told you about that time at the clinic, didn't I? Stood there waiting for Nat and the baby. And 2 bikes with kids on them came towards me and Tay, Tay, looking at me, crashed into my bike, crashed into somebody else's and crashed, hi, crashed in a clump on the floor. Hello. So it's not that hot, but I've got a hat on and I've got a mask on. I've got my hood up to protect my neck. so it's pretty warm. So I think fitness is there. It's just feet, footwear. It's going to let me down on a day, especially if it's soaking wet. I'm going to have 3 pairs, 2 at the house. Might even carry 1 in my bag, but if it's absolutely chucking it down, they'll just get wet. So I'll keep 2 pairs at the house. So I don't have proper shoes. The ones I've ordered are $30, so. There's a big gong. Oh! Some just stare at you and think, what are you? Still staring. No acknowledgement though. Just stares. You get that a lot as a foreigner. So we must eat differently as well, because people watch you eating. My wife does it. Bloody hell. And that annoys me. Get that in England. Go to the Chinese restaurant. All the staff sit there and watch you eating. I like to think that they're worried we might choke on a... Hello! Might choke on a prawn ball. But it's not. Fascination. But actually, as a species, we do enjoy watching people eat. Check out all those food videos, food review shows. We've got some food videos on in this channel. People love to see you enjoying food. Strange. Let's see who's online. I don't even work in the city, mate. We're looking at new opportunities actually, and my wife is actually ready to dip into what savings we do have to try something new. Because even if, let's say, Vietnam opens their doors on, I don't know, 1st of April, a rather apt day, because it probably would be a fool's day thinking it would be open then, but let's say 1st of April, Vietnam opens their doors. How many of you, I think most of you actually, because you're watching this channel, but how many of you would literally book a trip that sort of week or month or couple of months, sort of pretty much straight away. How long would you wait before you booked to travel abroad? Knowing what you know about red, amber and green lists and vaccine passports and insurance, all the extra thing, quarantine. There's still quarantine doubts for some countries. You know, how reluctant are you, or would you just go for it in booking a holiday? I'm thinking that even if 1st of April was possible, very much doubt it, but let's say it is. How many of you would book for the October, November high season and December peak season? See, I think it will still take a while before people get confident in travelling this far. I think most people will want to stay at home or just go to Europe, or for the Brits or the Americans, Canadians. I mean, you've got vast countries, beautiful countries, just visiting your own sort of sightseeing areas. But to travel all the way over to Asia to find that the rules were changed 24 hours before you boarded, or 48 hours before you boarded, to say that you needed to do 7 days quarantine when you arrived, even with a vaccine. Would people be bothered doing that? Because I'm feeling that nobody will. They're going to wait and see. They're going to wait and see how it goes. Let somebody else be the guinea pig. There obviously will be people who do it, but those that book with me, I don't know. So I'm thinking it's a long road ahead still for our business to start again. So we're looking at new opportunities. I won't go into detail now, but one of them is to do with Vietnam village life and where I am now. So if you like this scenery, churches, the mountains, rice fields all around, local people, beer hoy, me, then you've got an opportunity to come out here and visit, hopefully, and also quite possibly stay in the village. So you might have a night or 2 nights or even 3 nights. So that's something to think about for you guys that want to get out here, they're itching to get out here. Beer hoy closed. Good man. No temptation. Having lunch. This guy fixes things, electrics and that. Dien tu, I think. Repairman. Let's have a look through the village. Nice one, Thomas. Nice one, David. Yeah, Joanne, you're coming out for a long time. I think you wouldn't mind 7 days or even 14 days quarantine, would you? I mean, once you're in, that's it. 2 weeks, spread your wings. look round Nimbin and that. Well, that's the thing, Joanne. We're looking to do something like that. There's a market. Just under 5 kilometres, 47 minutes. No, I think with what's going to happen, if that is in the future, I don't think they'll be in government buildings. I think they'll be able to lock down in a hotel. If it's more relaxed, maybe a homestay. I don't know. Maybe we build something and make it a quarantine homestay in Namding. Still live, right? Ten people on board. Nice one. Cheers, guys. Where are you all from? I've got Canada, Australia, America, USA, sorry. Be no one from Britain because they'll be all asleep. When my live stream goes tits up, I start again when it's in the afternoon. That's when Jarlath comes online from Ireland. He was a customer of ours, him and his mate. Came for a week or so. He's itching to get back out here. His friend is in Ho Chi Minh City, a teacher, and already had his first jab, I believe, maybe second. It's funny because he brought some double deckers for me. The chocolate candy bars, as you guys say. Chocolate bars, double deckers. And I was talking to David, and he said make sure you get a couple of Snickers, a few Snickers in your bag for the trip, for energy. Which is quite ironic because in England Snickers used to be called the marathon. No idea why. Everyone else was Snickers. Had to be different. Called it marathon. Isn't that funny? So I'll be having a few marathons on my trip round. I didn't have any bananas to bring today. Oh, and David, I forgot to warm up again. Promise I will on the day. You watch, I'll pull a hammy or something. There's a building something over here, I don't know quite what it is. At the pagoda. Have to have a shufty at that later. See what it is. Tell you what, these fishermen have been out here every day, all day. Total commitment. A few of them under the bridge. There you go, huddled together. Looks like they're catching them in the channel between the structures of the bridge and the riverbank. Is it Thursday today? Oh, and by the way, nobody knows I'm doing this marathon. When you ask somebody to ask someone else, or somebody asks you what I'm doing, Nat replies, he's walking. All right. End of conversation, done. Not why, reason for it, reason for me walking in 15 kilometers in the rain, or sweating my tits off walking around in the midday heat. None of that. Oh, he's just going for a walk. All right. So I asked her the other day, does anyone know I'm doing this? No. Cheers. So lots of support. I'm hoping to get people in the villages down here and in that one and in ours to sort of watch me online, and then when they see that I'm near their house, to come out and cheer. They'll be live on YouTube. Maybe they don't want that, but I thought it might be quite funny for the kids. It's a Sunday morning. Oh, and by the way, yeah, Saturday the 18th is the anniversary of Nat's grandmother or great grandmother or great grandmother's dog, and we are having a party. But because it's Saturday and the sisters work in the factory, they're going to do it on Sunday morning while I'm walking around. Nice one. My wife says, it's alright, don't worry, I'll leave you some food. Cheers. So there'll be nobody cheering me on from our house. They'll all be having a party. Magic. Oh, and some bad news. Nat's sister, Nun, the one who rescued our rice field in one of our earlier videos in Vietnam village life, her husband Chung, who's been working in security in Hanoi for must be 15-20 years, just lost his job. They've decided on a new security firm after that long. It's like an apartment complex. So he's out of work and stuck in Hanoi, can't get back. So that's really bad news. He's been vaccinated like his wife because they were in those kind of jobs, you know, frontline security, and she's part of the women's, kind of similar to a women's institute here. She's like the head of the women in the village, in the villages around here. So she's like government really. So she's been jabbed as well. And that was the village that got locked down actually, that they live in. But the chances of him getting back, I don't know. It would be nice to see him for this trip. He wouldn't come round with me. he'd have a rice wine for every kilometre I do, and still be standing. There's the guy doing a bit of fishing. Really like those boats. He's probably one of those guys that does the clam fishing with the World War II gas masks. Hello! Dang Lamzide! Hello! I did ask them what they were doing, but they probably didn't either hear me or understand me. I asked my mother-in-law where the key to the motorbike was this morning. She didn't hear me or didn't understand me. Didn't matter what I said, how I said it. But I've been doing a bit of Vietnamese every day now, so I'm learning words like Nội Lai. I think that's to repeat. I think Cham Lai, slow down, or say speak slowly. Noi Cham Lai, speak slowly. David's going to correct me now. I mean, Dang Lamzide is what are you doing? Yeah, chocolate is more expensive. I think it was you get mini bars. You get a bag of mini. Oh, those mini Kit Kats. Oh, cup of tea, a couple of Kit Kats. Lovely. But Snickers bars for me. Love them. Little peanuts in there. Bloody hell, Vegemite. I tell you what. You either love it or hate it, don't you? But it's Vegemite in Aussie, isn't it? It's Marmite everywhere else. What's the difference? I take it, one's got... I'm going to sound stupid now. One's got meat in it, huh? Vegemite, yeah. No, not for me that. I like my jam on toast. Ah, by the way, I forgot to tell you. Red, the bang mi tang long, the red baguette. I use a liquid for... Hey, ciao. I used the liquid for the bread, and I used the pulp and made jam with lashings of sugar in it. Thursday all day. No idea, David. Chocolate factory. Oh. Now, I was born the year of the only Chocolate Factory movie with Gene Wilder. Absolutely unbelievable movie. I mean, obviously didn't see it till I was older, but before its time. That was that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate? Can't remember now because the other one came out, which confuses. But a visit at the Chocolate Factory, wow, would love that. Cold beer, Joanne, you know, I'd take that. Have a beer Saigon. She can meet me at the corner where the tree is, give me the cold beer, and give her the empty one by the time I get to my house. It won't take that long. What did I say to the police? It's not repeatable. I didn't swear or anything. I just I was being an arsey expat, I suppose. Like, whoa, what are you doing stopping me for? I'm not being an idiot. So, but then I realised, you know, it's not worth, you know, messing about. So I just got my wife on the phone. She spoke to them. She said, you got to turn around. I went, alright, okay. So I said bye and I was off. So those guys are just doing the job. It's just, you know, you see people freely moving around. I'm even able to go to Namding, 18 kilometers away, on the bike. I can go to the next, can't go to the next village and have a walk. That's what was frustrating. Other people are going in and out of the commune and I'm stuck. It doesn't matter because it's beautiful around here anyway. Who needs the other commune? Yeah, no idea if he can get home, Kathy, and let's hope he does find something soon, Joanne. Yeah, there might be something in Hanoi that you can find straight away, contacts and that. This was just yesterday. Yeah, nightmare. Keep that Vegemite away from Vietnamese food. We had fish. We had fish last night. Really nice. But what Nat does, she caramelizes it with pork, and it's like belly pork, and it's oh, so good. So tempting just to eat all that fat. Just checking the battery, we're at 20%. Yeah, no, I did say that, but they're not interested. I did. I said I'm walking, exercising. But where are you going? That way. Then that way. Then that way. But why? Because I want to. And there's no barriers to say I can't. Yes, there are. Well, I must have climbed them without knowing then. But did as I was told, walked home. They did chaperone me for about 3 kilometres though. 2 policemen did it for about 5 minutes, and then they called some lackey to do it. He followed me on his bike. But when I cut through the field, he didn't come with me. Probably didn't trust me. Thought I might do him in or something. No, I was straight home. I'd had enough. That's why I only did 8 kilometres that day. I wasn't bothered about going round finishing off the 10. Well, there you go, Thomas. It's a very big thing in Australia, I know that. So I always remember the old Aussie adverts for Castlemaine 4X. The guy falling down the hill, like some super stunt man, falling down this hill, flying, rolling, dust everywhere, just flies up in the air and lands in a tree, and his mate shouting down to him, "You alright, mate?" Yeah. Oh, I can see the pub from here. That always tickled me, that. Didn't give a shit about him falling down 300 metres nearly to his death. You can see the pub. Oh, I can see the pub from here. That's my Aussie accent. Probably the exact opposite of Russell Crowe doing Robin Hood. Sounded like an Irishman. He didn't like that, did he? But he's a Kiwi, right? Another advert that seems to have been, and the slogan taken down, was the old Yorkie adverts for chocolate bars in the UK. The big chocolate bar, and the slogan read, "It's not for girls." Years and years that was like that. But as with anything, you can't say anything now. You can't say that. Girls can eat it. Of course they can. It was a tongue-in-cheek slogan, but they can't use it anymore. So I'm wondering if those Castlemine 4X videos, adverts, because the other one was where they're loading up a truck and it's just crates and crates and crates of Castlemine 4X, and one of them says, "Hey, don't forget about the Sheilas." There's one bottle of sherry or something gets put on top, and I think the truck collapses. Think you overdid it with the sherry, mate. Brilliant. See if you can guess what I'm doing. Bloody hell. Bloody big rat.